Okay, welcome back to Adventures in Old Code. We're going to take a look at Stock Simulator 2.0's title screen right now because it was cool and confusing and awesome. Okay, Stock Simulator 2.0, excuse me. Okay, we'll just run through it and remind ourselves what this thing looks like. Wow. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is we are going to take the title screen and we are going to copy it into a new file so that we can play with it. I don't care about that. Here we go. Okay, let's begin. So the first thing I want to do is to comment everything out. So we can build this up. Okay, so 639 times 15 is what? 9,585. Let's keep that in mind. 9,585. But it suggests that because screen 12 is 640 width, this is the width, and I'm doing something for each x value 15 times. I think. All right, let's take a look at this first for loop. Oh, this builds this thing in its entirety, this one for loop. Wow, okay. I didn't expect that. All right, so for c equals 1 to 15, so we got each of the colors. Let's look at where each of the colors lie. So you can see the inner, that blue funky C, that inner dark blue, that's color 1. The green is color 2, the cyan is color 3, red is color 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now 15 is supposed to be bright white, but that outer one is gray, color 8 again. So it suggests I do something funny with color 15. But each time through the loop, I'm building one of these things. Oh yeah, look at, if color equals 15, then color equals 8. Huh? Oh, I did 11. Sorry, I wanted to just do 1. So this is what 1 looks like. Okay. So I'm going from 639 to 0, step minus 25. So this is along the width. Every 25th x value, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to subtract 25 from x. Now x was 9,585. Okay, so I'm subtracting. You know what, let's do something here, because this is really confusing. Let's locate 1, 1 and print x. And then we'll put in a wait. Okay, so now we've got a weight and an updated, we're going to update this value. Ah, there we go. We can see this getting drawn. So it goes from 9,585 and it goes up and it goes up and it goes up to 8,935. Very curious. What is it that I'm doing? So here's the check for if it's 15, then change it back to color 8. Not sure really why I wanted to do that. Now line B, what's B? B okay, at the beginning, B is 0. We haven't used it yet. So this will be a line from 0, 0 to P 479 minus B. Weird. Instead of going to 0, let's go to 624, 614. This should draw 1. Okay. Actually, no, let's go here to 0. Then we'll sleep. Oops. Okay, now we can draw this out. So the first thing that happens is I draw this box from 0, it's the whole screen. And you can see that because B is 0, it's going from, we're drawing a line from 0, 0 to P, which starts out at 639, which is basically the edge of the screen. And the y-coordinate is 479 minus B, which is 0. So this is from 0, 0, from the top left to the top right, in the color that we choose, and yeah, B for box. So this B is different from this B. This last B signifies that we're drawing a box. Okay, and then we're... Okay, let's do something here. We're not going to do this weight right here. We're going to do it right here. Yes, that's fine. 2, 1, print B. So we are going to go X equals X. And then we're going to go B equals B. This is the poor man's way of debugging a program. Okay. So we start off with nothing. Now B is 0 and X is 9,560. Then B becomes 191.2. 190.7. You can see that every time we draw this box, the right-hand edge moves a little bit to the left, and its height increases by, it looks like 1 pixel. So we're just drawing that box again and again and again, making it narrower but taller. And the way we're doing that is the B value okay, so the B value, it's now oh gosh, why is it going backwards? So it is one continuous box that's being drawn. Let's do this. We're going to locate 3-1 and we're going to print, let's print B, B, I want to print P. We'll print P. And we will locate 4-1. Top left is going to be BB. And the bottom right, here we go. We're going to print, now what is the bottom right of our box? P and 479 minus B. Okay, what does that look like? All right, so that's the first box. Then we've calculated, so the top left has a X value of 192.1.2 and a Y value of 191.2. The next time, because B is going backwards a bit, B is getting smaller, very, very slowly. It's going down by 0.5 every time. The bottom right is, okay, so the bottom right corner is being reduced by 25 pixels each time. The top left corner is moving to the left and up by 0.5 pixels every time. So you can see that every second time we advance, we actually see we see the box get a bit higher. And that's because you can only draw a pixel. It truncates it into an integer. And then we keep on going here. Now here our top left is 180 and our bottom right is 89. So now because we've passed the X value has decreased and now it's much to the far left. Because the X value is decreasing by 25 each time, but the B value is decreasing only by 0.5. So it does catch up and goes beyond it and does that. Okay, cool. The way we do that is, now I'm going to get rid of all this junk. So I slept here. This is all me. Here we go. This is back to normal. Oops. We take X and we divide it by 50 each time. So that's how we calculate B. And I would have just randomly put this in here. Gee, maybe this looks good. And it does. So the first time we get 639 divided by 50. The next time we get 614 divided by 50. So every time we're reducing B by 25 divided by 50, which is 0.5. Okay, that's great. So we draw this. Oops. We draw this. Now for some reason I decided that I wanted that largest one to be gray instead of white. This is what it should have looked like, and I think I agree with my previous self. This is hard on the eyes when it gets to the edge of the screen. Okay, then we have a string equals stock simulator. Okay, this is when the words start flowing in from the right hand side. y equals 26. Okay, so for one to the length of the string, x string equals the mid string of, remember this is the way of getting that single character at this index. So we are looking at each character in this string in turn. First the S, then the space, then the T, then a space, and so on and so forth. And for each one of these characters, we go from 79 down to Y, step 1. Okay, so first, right, because the S, we want to slide all the way to where the beginning of the word is, but then the T, we don't want to slide all the way to the S. We want to slide it less. So we have to keep track of how far to the left we want to slide it. So we're going to keep track of that Y column, and every time we're going to add 2 to that Y column. Okay. So then we locate 14 and the... Oh, sorry, no. Y is not the column. Y is the row. Y would be the row. Yeah. Every time we add 2 is because... Huh. No, Y is the column for W. Oh. W suggests width, and I just used Y just for the heck of it. Width suggests X to me, but okay. I used Y instead. So, okay, we're printing W plus 1, so we print the character and we follow it by a space, but we end up printing the space first. Doesn't matter. Then we add 2 to Y and we continue. So all of these characters are going to slide in from the right. Okay, we can see that. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. Then we're going to do the next. This is actually exactly the same, except Y is now 42 instead of 26. Oh, because the beginning of that second line, that 2, is at position 46, and the S is at position 26. Remember, when you're printing text, you're working with an 80-column system. It's not pixels. So, okay, that is how that works. Now, you'll notice, because the text has flown in from the right, all those vertical gray lines have been broken up, and so I need to redraw them. So to redraw them, I go from 639 to 0, and I just go through the whole thing, and I draw these vertical lines. Instead of drawing the vertical line, I just redraw that outermost gray object. Okay. Boom. So that's when you get that. And it's awesome. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Yeah. Cool. That is the title screen for Stock Simulator 2.0. Thanks for joining me. Have a nice day, and we'll see you next time for more adventures in old code.